What is up, people of the Twig? Well, Sade is here and Beverly Spencer is here as well. So hello to you guys. Let us see what happens as the evening goes on. Big news, sort of big news anyway, because last time it happened was 1994, so it's a while ago. Something crashed into Jupiter. Something of the size of 100 meters wide, an asteroid, crashed into Jupiter night before last, and the astronomers are out there looking for it too. Hello, Ariel. Is your wrench working there? I can't see from here, but your wrench should be back in town and it should all be working now. I hope so, anyway. So, yeah, that kind of shook things up a bit because Jupiter being the ruling planet of Sagittarius, just, you know, shook up the whole Sagittarius influence. And Sagittarius, you know, it's connected with optimism. It's connected with being willing to share. It's also connected with springing back out of the way. So if it goes wrong, it does tend to go wrong. But there we go. Anyway, April is now here. Hi, April. Glad you're with us. And Mei Yang is here as well. Don't think I've met Mei Yang before. If I have, it's not been for a while. So great to see you. Thanks very much for coming in. And lovely string of kind of hearts and emoticons and stuff there. All looking lovely. My screen is kind of whited out at the moment because it just is. I don't know. It goes very white for some reason. Hello, Summers. Sam Summers here. And Kaya Noel is with us as well. Me howdy to you. Right, let's do a card for absolutely everyone. And this is for all you guys in the chat. And it's also for you if you are watching this as an upload. And it becomes an upload pretty much as soon as it's finished. I see the curtain moving behind me. That is a certain cat by the name of Marcy. And, oh, she was slightly naughty last night. I couldn't find her anywhere last night. And then this morning I went out to feed the chickens. And she'd snuck into the chicken run while I was locking it up and didn't come out. So she was stuck in there all night, but she didn't eat the chickens, which I think is really, really good for a semi-feral cat, which Marcy is. Hi, Rackdon. Hello, Stephen, too. And yeah, great. The gang is turning up. D Brown is also here. Their numbers are steadily building up. This is good. So, card for everyone from the Moonology deck. It says, look at the bigger picture. Is it? It's almost focused. My goodness, this is good news. Look at the bigger picture, and a very purple-looking kind of a moon in that picture as well. And there's also a sort of bow and arrow, which is like half bow and arrow, half dove symbol. So there's peace there, there's healing there. That's what we need to remember. And from the bow and arrow end of things, as it's depicting a Sagittarius moon of all things, which I was just talking about, the bow and arrow part of things says go for it, get stuck in, make things happen, you know. So that's it, guys. Don't hold back. The moon is waxing. She's on her way up to full at the moment, and the energy is building and building. This is great news. Quantum Spirit is here. Hi, all. Rackdon says something very nice. I must have quite a quick put of this on the screen. Isadora Clark is here too. I'm sort of missing people. There's a bit of a delay before things go up on the screen sometimes. Twig, brother, your prediction came through. Thanks. You are so kind and awesome. Thank you, sir. Well, thank you, madam. That is actually my spirit guides to make all this awesome stuff happen. All I do is sort of try and listen to them if I possibly can. I'm not always very good at hearing what they're saying, but I do try and listen to them. Now, Adrienne is here too. Welcome, Adrienne. Is my primary guide named Amil or Amal? Okay. Hello, Lucy, eh? Great stuff. Thanks for coming. Good to see you. Is my primary guide named Amil or Amal? I believe it's Amil, the one with the I, right? And I even think it might be Emil, actually. Or maybe the name Emil and Amil are two spellings of the same name in different languages. But I'm going for Amil. That's really what it feels like to me. That's what's coming to me right now. And it's great that you're getting in touch with them, Adrienne. I'm not really surprised because you are that sort of person. You are definitely that sort of person. Okay, Vicky Loper is here. Vivian is here. Wow, great. This is great. People are coming in and this is great stuff. And Ragdon, like the live session. Good for you, and thanks for saying that. Brilliant. We're having some fun live sessions. Here is a naughty cat who hid in the chicken run. This is the face of a naughty cat who hid in the chicken run. But she was very good, and she didn't eat any of the chickens, did you? So Marcy is in the house, in the place, on my lap, and trying very hard to prevent me from using the mouse. But hey, I've done it. Okay. Right, let's go to, oh, it will keep moving. It will keep moving. Fact of life. Okay, let's go to Beverly. Let's go to Beverly Spencer for a question. Andy, my daughter Savannah, internet sucks. Today, she has a question. She wanted to know, was the tax audit because of the ex-wife? Sounds interesting. Right. Let's pick up the tiger's eye pendulum and get stuck into this one, Beverly. See what we get. So Savannah asks, was the tax audit because of the ex-wife, please, pendulum? Oh, seems to be saying no, Beverly, but it's hardly moving at all. Not a lot of energy behind that, but it was making the pattern that I would say is no. You know, it feels like a no to me. Why is that such slight energy there? I think we need to ask another question to get to the bottom of it, Beverly. That's what's coming to me. There's something else going on there. Okay, there's something that hasn't been revealed and become clear. Let me pick up the tarot and see if I can see where the answer might lie. Right. Well, what we're looking at is the Eight of Wands, and that says two things. It says it's being sorted out quickly, all right? There'll have been some kind of delay, right? There'll have been some kind of delay involved in this, and it is being sorted out quickly. Also, because we can only see the backs of the cards in this card, with this deck, that means we don't really know what's going on. We're not really going to find out what's going on. So it's kind of inconclusive, Beverly, but the truth is you haven't got the whole picture, or Savannah hasn't got the whole picture. That's the bottom line. But it is definitely being sorted out. And Eight of Wands is actually a very, very positive card. It's fire sign energy as well, the element of fire. So things are going to get fixed. You're going to see some fixing pretty soon. She thought might be. Well, you know, the pendulum wasn't exactly shouting no at me. It wasn't shouting anything at me, Beverly. But yeah, the answer lies in a different direction. That's my take on it. So I hope that helps, Beverly. Thanks for your question. And hello, Rupali. Nice to have you with us. Current thoughts of my boss, Manesh, about me and my work performance. It's been a while I checked it. Okay. Well, I don't mind reading on this, Rupali, at all. You know, we're sort of almost old friends, you and I. But I do keep saying try not to worry about this because it's going to be fine. Okay, what I've got here is the Ten of Wands, Rupali. And this tells me that, you know, this worry is weighing you down, and it doesn't need to be. The wands tied to the guinea pig's back are like the worry weighing you down. And the actual truth is what's in the wheelbarrow there, which if I bring it in and it will focus, they look like donuts or cakes or something, but there's something sweet and there's something good. So enjoy reaping the rewards. There's nothing to worry about. That is my answer, really, Rupali. There's nothing to worry about. It's the answer of the cards. Anyway, so fear not, you know, things are pretty well going to be okay as far as I can see. Okie dokie. Right, let's go to Sade now, because Sade was the first one in chat for this session. So Sade is asking, how will C and I get an opportunity to talk and when? Now I'm just going to adjust my screen brightness because I've realized that one of the reasons I'm always whited out is that my laptop screen is shining in my face. That's a bit too dark. Okay. Who knew you can use your laptop as studio lighting? I suppose I should have known. How will C and I get an opportunity to talk and when? Well, Sade, I'm not very good at when. Okay, it's not a great one with spirit guides, but I shall try. Okay. how you'll get to talk. We've got the Empress here, okay? And this is saying the lady in this situation is sort of in need of some help, basically. Bit of a dreamer, you know. And so it's actually when that lady is getting some help that people come together, you know, and things start happening and life gets its boots on and things start going the way you want them to go. It's a very positive card as well. So it's when either C is helping you or you are helping C. And I would say it's when C is helping you with something. There's going to be something. It's not a desperate need, you know. You could just like drop a hint. Oh, it'd be nice to get some, excuse me, it would be nice to get some help with this. And I think things will be rather good then. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to pull one card. I'm going to use the number of that card for the month. And I'm going to pull another card and use that number for the day of the month. Okay, best I can do. Don't know what year it's going to be. Hopefully this year. Hopefully not too long away at all. Okay, so the first card I've got, oh, well, number 1 for the month. So that's a January. Okay, it's also the Magician card. That's pretty good. And, right, for the day, it's number 11. So I'm saying 11th of January. Alrighty, I'm saying 11th of January. And these things have a knack for working out right and me being right about them, which is rather nice. But it is my guides, you know. I've really got to give all the glory for this to my guides because this is where it's all about. Lucy A, question above. I shall look, Adrienne, I shall look. Here we go. Do you see me traveling this October? Asks Lucy A. Right, do we see you traveling this October? This is nuts. I'm seeing the number 6. That's not exactly the answer to the question you asked, is it? I'm seeing the number 6. Why am I seeing the number 6? I don't know. Let's go for a yes or no with the pendulum, and we'll think some more about number 6 and see what we get. Right, pendulum's giving me a no. I'm feeling that you're going to be traveling actually in about 6 months' time. That's the feeling I get. Okay, I'm shuffling the tarot, but that is not the deck for this question. Let's pop that down. Let's bring out Keepers of the Light. Mr. Kyle Gray in the house. Here we go. And we will find out a bit more about what's going on there. 6, 6, 6. 6. Right, I feel what's going to happen is you're going to be traveling in about 6 weeks, and I think that's going to be like early November. I think that's what we're hinting at here. Okay, so like it's going to happen. I feel positive energy here. It's going to happen, Lucy, but we're looking beginning of October. Okay, that's what's coming to me. And why? Pulled you a card on that question. We've got Freya. Phases and cycles, and this is like Nordic energy. She's a Nordic god, a Norse goddess, I suppose, because they weren't into political correctness in those days. It says there is a beginning within every ending, Lucy, and it also says illusions are revealed and released. So basically, there's something you don't know about yet that's going to pop up, and it's going to stop the traveling this October. But early November, I'm really convinced of that now. I've heard that from my guide several times. So we're looking at early November, Lucy, and looks like it goes pretty good. All about phases and cycles. Something needs to work itself out before it can really happen. Okay. But something is going to work itself out. Could be travel. You know, it's a very good friend of mine who has been traveling the world for a long time, and she kind of got stuck in Wales here, in beautiful Wales, UK, when the great pandemic thing broke out. And then she made it to Mexico, and she made it back from Mexico, but she can't get back out to Mexico now. And it's just like that. She'll get there, you know, but there are these crazy little delays going on all the time. Just the nature of things, just the way it is. But yeah, oh, you're thinking about coming to UK, Lucy? That would be coolio. That would be super cool. Okay. Now then, scrolling, looking for questions at this point. Oh, hello, Snowbird Bear Hug. Thanks for coming in. Hi to you too. Good to have you around. It really is. Okay, Vicky Lopez says, Hurricane Nicholas went through, and Andy, you were absolutely right. We were fine, great, and the power stayed on. Thank you, Andy, and I give that thanks up to my spirit guide. And I work with two guides on these shows. One is Twig Brother, hence the name of the channel, and the other person who is very much with us this evening, and it is evening in UK, is Rosalie, and she was a Romany fortune teller when she was alive in this world. And now she's still very much alive in this world, just not in the physical body sense. And she's very good at these questions, you know. So I'm great. I'm really glad that worked out. I really wanted to be right about that, and that's brilliant. So thanks for letting us know, Vicky. The Red Hat Cat, hello. We have some Red Hat people. We've also got Red Hat Society on here too. And there's a kind of operating system called Red Hat, and it's really good, much better than Windows. Check it out. But Red Hat Cat, I'm about to go to bed, but I'll hang out here for a while. Well, stick around, Red Hat Cat. You are very, very welcome indeed. Vivian asks, may I have a message from Spirit, please? Thank you. Yes, you may. And I am, God, I've got so many decks of cards hanging around here. I am drawn to another Doreen Virtue deck. So let's dig in and see what Doreen wrote down on these cards for us, and particularly for you, Vivian, before she finally decided to give everything up. This will be a sort of key way into a spirit message. Strange way to work, you know. If I do live shows, I don't use cards at all. I just kind of stand up and go with what my guides put in my mind. But when we're online, there's a certain amount of electrical interference. It's not a big deal, really, you know. And there's a lot of distance between us too, because I'm across the pond. So I get cards out just to help me sort of get tuned in and let the spirit guides talk to me. Right, okay. Card for you, Vivian, is called Fresh Air. Right, loads of writing on there. Don't panic, I'm going to read it out. Your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by grass, trees, plants, and flowers. Spend time outside today, as near to Mother Nature's cradle as possible. Open your curtains and windows to refresh your home as well. Right. Now, that is what the card says. We're going to go a little bit deeper than that for sure, Vivian. I think we need to look rather more deeply into this, because that's kind of how it works. And just as I tune into this picture, see, it's not just the words there about fresh air. This lady has got purple wings on, right? And in terms of a spirit message, this is what that says to me. Purple, it's a healing color. It's a gentle healing color. So you need to give yourself time to heal. And I don't feel that you would even be aware of a big need to heal at the moment, but you can never have too much healing. That's the truth. And this is going to enhance your ability to connect to the angels and to connect to spirit. So take some of that fresh air. It's very grounding getting out into the fresh air, for one thing. It has a lot of other benefits. Just like it says, your body needs refreshment from oxygenated air generated by all the nature stuff. All right, but it's gentle healing that's needed. Don't rush towards healing at this time, Vivian. Just let it come in gently. These wings are the color of lilac amethyst, and in healing we use lilac amethyst to bring in a very gentle yet very powerful purple healing light and energy from the ninth ray in the gentlest possible way. So it sounds good, Vivian, but yeah, do spend more time out and about if you can. We are coming to a time when people are allowed to circulate outside more than we have been for a while. And actually, I went out visiting today. Sammy came over, and we went to see two good friends of ours that we haven't seen for ages, Ronald, and then we went to see Miranda. And it's a beautiful day, sun shining, and actually seeing friends. This was wonderful. Just having I love my Berkey water filter. I've got a Berkey water filter, and wow, you can't taste anything really. You know, it's proper water. It doesn't really taste of anything. All the CRAP is filtered out of it. Got to look at this. Just more true to end the name with cat than with society. Oh, it is in fact yourself, right? The Red Hat Society is something I came across when I was in the US many years ago. I have a red beret, which I bought there. I used to wear a red beret, actually, and I had pillar box red hair as well, so it kind of worked with it. Hard to imagine, but I had very long hair, and I used to dye it pillar box red. I had to bleach it blonde first, and then I would put this red dye on it. And, well, I thought it was super cool, and so did some other people, so that was pretty good. Okay. Hello, Rushi. There's a question from Rushi, I believe. Nice to have you with us, Rushi. Let me have a look for your question. See if I can find. Unless Adrienne wants me to question you, Rushi. But I try not to question people too much. Well, I can't see a question, but I do type your questions in again if I miss them, by the way, guys, all right? Because once I get into doing a reading for someone, I stop keeping such a close eye on the chat. Here we go. Here we go. Hi to you too. What's coming next in love for me? New here. Well, you're very welcome here, Ruchi. Stick around, hit the subscribe button, and we will get to know each other, I hope. Right. This sounds like a good question for the tarot deck, actually. And since you're new, Ruchi, I will introduce you to Tarot in Wonderland. It's based on the stories of Alice in Wonderland by Lewis Carroll. So lots of rabbits in it, lots of nature images as well. Very grounded kind of a deck, and yet a big fantasy kind of a deck too. And those things go together more than a lot of us might imagine, actually, because the more grounded we are, the more we can kind of let the mind fly into the higher realms, because it just becomes kind of safer to do that, you know, without kind of going crazy. You can really stretch a point. So for you, Rushi, what I've got here is the King of Pentacles. Okay, now the King of Pentacles is someone who loves to share, right? So what's coming next in love for you is someone who loves to share with you, right? That's going to be the nature of it. And that is a wonderful thing to have. I feel like you've been praying for this and trying to manifest this, and this is what you want. This person is coming in, and it doesn't have to be a man, by the way. You know, I'm not all into like heterosexual fascism or anything like that. It's just that the King of Pentacles happens to be a king, because that's the nature of the tarot, which is medieval in origin. But it's an energy that likes to share and is quite ingenious as well. The King of Pentacles is the Mad Hatter from the Alice stories. And I don't think we're going to get a brilliant focus here, are we? Go on, focus, focus, focus. Going to focus on that? Yes, it is. He's got a sign on his hat, which is a price tag, and he's selling the hat because he makes hats. And he's practical enough to know that you might as well wear a hat and sell it at the same time. So it's someone practical, but he loves to share. See the great banquet that's out on the table here, set out, but there's no one there to share it yet. That'll be you, Ruchi. You will be sharing that banquet before very long. Okay, and he has to be a man. Okay, well, King of Pentacles, very strong masculine energy there. And I don't know how well this shows up on camera, which changes colors a bit, but those clouds in the sky, they are very kind of higher heart chakra pink over most of them. Most of the cloud. The top part is light and white where the sun is shining on it, but that is higher heart chakra pink. And both those clouds are pointing right at the King of Pentacles. Pentacles also very earthy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. He's going to be one of those signs, an earth sign. And he's going to be quite well grounded, I feel. And I feel your relationship is going to be pretty good. When can I expect him? Asks Rushi. Right. Well, all I can do here, right, is I'm going to pull two cards. One card for the month. The number of the card will be the number of the month. And the number of the second card will be the number of the day of the month. Okay. Right. So the first card is the Queen of Swords. So Queen is going to be 10, Page, Queen. Right, yeah, okay. So it's going to be the 12th month. It's going to be December, and it's going to be the 8th of December, because we've got the 8 of Pentacles here as well. Now, just because we got those two cards, I'm going to mention what they are. I didn't do this last time, and I got ever so slightly ticked off by my guides, because a card is a card. All right, Queen of Swords, have a good plan, okay? No nonsense, have a good plan. It's important to do that, all right? And kind of play your cards very carefully with this gentleman when he comes into your life as well. Don't give up too much too easily. And, you know, make sure like you guys have a plan for what you want to do together. That's going to keep it interesting. That's going to keep good things happening and unfolding. 8 of Pentacles, well, it's Pentacles again. And this guy is a really hard worker. Yeah, he's not giving up. He's got a totally impossible pencil to write with, but he's managing to do it. He's got 7 pentacles already drawn out on the wall. He's drawing the 8th one, right? So it's a work in progress. And he's going to be a guy who can do this, I feel sure. But look out for that, Rushi, okay? Look out for that practicality, that sense of being able to get things done. Thanks very much for your question, and it's great to have you with us. It really is. Okay, Vivian very kindly posts this, being one of my wonderful moderators, and I'm so grateful to my moderators. You guys are fantastic. To schedule a private reading, please email me, Twig Brother Andy, really, at 35and83@gmail.com. And that email address is down there in the description below this video. Once again, I forgot to put that thing on, which scrolls across and says my email address at Gmail. Also, guys, if any of you would be kind enough to support me in my spiritual work, there's the address there for my coffee page, coffee.com/twig, and just appearing paypal.me/twigbrother. All donations gratefully appreciated. I have turned the super chat off because I'm fed up with YouTube withholding funds and stuff, but I'm going to bring the super chat back pretty soon. I've been looking into this, and you have to have made $100 in a month to get paid. Now, since June, I've made about $300, but it just on the actual payday, because of the cycle of things, there wasn't enough. But they'll cough up in the end. I'm sure they will. But your support will be gratefully appreciated. And yeah, if you'd like a private reading, please get in touch. We can go on Zoom. We can go on Skype, Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. I can do an email reading, and I can do voicemail readings, which are much less expensive, done through Facebook and Instagram Messenger. Less expensive because they're quicker. That's simple. An email reading takes ages. A face-to-face reading is fun, but I don't know, you might not have brilliant internet connection. Mine drops out often enough, for goodness sake. But yeah, whichever way you'd like to do it, drop me an email, and we'll fix it up. Also available astrological birth charts, your natal chart. You can get them free from any of the big astrology websites, but mine are incredibly detailed, really, really detailed, loads of research in them. And mine include the asteroid placements as well. And they do have an effect. They're much smaller than planets, but they do have an effect. So if you would like one of those, do get in touch, guys. Sheila Inquisitive Tarot is here. Hi, Sheila. And this reminds me that this time tomorrow, I believe, I have the privilege of having been invited onto Sheila's show, and Sheila and I will be live together round about this time tomorrow. Pretty sure it is, actually. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, Sheila. Actually, that is going to be such fun. Really is. So, yeah, that is coming up tomorrow, guys. Watch this space. There'll be an upload from me tomorrow as well, but I'll kind of stagger the time a bit, so it sort of comes out before or after the Sheila Inquisitive Tarot show, because that's my main event tomorrow, and that is going to be fun. And Sheila says, me too. Yeah, great. We're going to have some fun there. We really are. Sort of kindred spirits of the tarot coming together and working together. Great fun. Sam says, cough up mean pay up in English. Yes, it does. I should be clearer about things like that, actually. Yeah. Stump up is another one. I like that one. Come on, YouTube, stump up. I'm sure they will in the end. Right, Bumblebee is here. Hello, Bumblebee. Bumblebee asks, what's next for me in the new month, please? Right, okay. You mean in the new month being from October onwards, I guess. But not to worry, not to worry. Spirit knows exactly what you mean, and we will get you an answer. Okay. Let's go with the oracle at this point. Oh, the focus goes so weird sometimes, doesn't it? Keepers of the light here. There we go. Although it's the camera's fault and not mine, you could say it's my fault because I chose the wrong camera. But who cares? We can see each other. That's all that really matters. That's all that really matters. So let's have a shuffle, Bumblebee, and ask my guides and the cards to come up with an answer to your question. What's next for me in the new month? Okay. All right, hey, but it's going to be good. I'll tell you that's going to be good. The Holy Spirit expect miracles. And the small print says, remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. Wow, so you're going places, Bumblebee. And I don't mean places in the world, although you may be. What this card is talking about and what my guide is telling me is that the Holy Spirit, in other words, the divine light is coming closer around you. There's upliftment for you. I feel it hasn't been a happy time recently. I mean, that's the case for many of us in the world. But I think for you, there really has been some unhappiness in recent times. And I feel a sense of, not exactly frustration, but that you'd like things to unfold faster. You'd like life to be moving faster and taking you places faster. Well, that is going to happen. And it says expect miracles. So even if you're thinking, well, that's going to take a miracle, miracles actually do happen. And there are miracles coming around you, not just one miracle, several miracles. And they occur naturally. And it also says Spirit has your back. Okay, so if it feels like kind of things are getting too much and the action's actually getting too fast and you wish it had slowed down, just go with it anyway, because the angels will look after you, Spirit will look after you, and things are going to be good. As well as that, it does say, remember that only love is real, right? And this is a very important thing when you're making spiritual journeys, actually, because the journey towards the love is what it's all about. And that is all that really matters. Lots of roller coaster events, says Bumblebee. Lots of roller coaster events. Right, so it's been a time of ups and downs. Well, I feel the only way is up now, all right? And no need to come crashing down, because Spirit has your back. And that means all the divine forces of the universe are, on the case and on top of things and going forward quite positively. Right. Let's see. A bit worried about my little daughter's health. Okay, right. Okay. Well, that actually goes with that card very well when we put it into that context, because that idea that only love is real, really, in terms of the health of our children, it's the love that we have for them that will save them every time, because that'll get them in a happier space, and happier people heal much better, much more quickly. So don't worry, right? Because the angels are on the case, the universe is on the case. But I stick by what I said at the beginning as well, right? There's upliftment for you, because it's not easy. That's a hard time you're going through, worried about your daughter's health. Right, I've been there. Believe me, it's really a horrible time, and so there's upliftment, and of course that upliftment is going to come from your daughter being in better health. But it's upliftment for you. It's a little something for you. It's a bit like when the kids have gone to school and Mum can have a chocolate bar or something like that. Something good coming to you, Bumblebee. But thanks so much for your question. Thank you so much for your question. Right. Yeah, I think we all learned a few interesting new words across the pond there. But honestly, I think everyone can kind of guess what dickhead means. Right, Bumblebee, she's only 2 years old. Oh, well, guys, let's send some healing energy out, okay, to Bumblebee's daughter. Only 2 years old and health issues already. Oh, that's so hard. That is so hard. There's a lot of healers in the chat. A lot of people on this channel are healers, And guys, even if you're not, used to the idea of healing, if you haven't had an attunement and you think, well, I can't send healing, anyone can send healing. It's just sending positive thoughts out. Just imagine Bumblebee's 2-year-old, right? Imagine what she looks like. Doesn't matter if you get it right. Of course, we don't know what she looks like. But if you just imagine it, the energy will get there and it'll be uplifting. So let's, send that out. Maybe say a prayer as well. Okay. Best of luck, Bumblebee. Hope she comes through really good. She's going to come through, definitely. But I'm just saying I hope she comes through really good. Jeremiah Roberts, what the heck is going on in my world? Wow. Yeah, I ask that question myself quite often, actually. Oh, and hi, D Noble, a new viewer. Glad to have you with us. Right. What the heck is going on in your world? Right, I know what to do. Right. Gonna go with this deck now. Rebecca Campbell, Work Your Light Oracle. We'll get some answers this way. We will find out. I've been wondering what the heck's been going on in my world as well, honestly. I think we all have, actually, because so much is hanging in the balance at the moment, isn't it? I stuck the news on today. I don't like listening to the news because it's usually depressing, and it was today as well. And they were saying how successful the COVID vaccine is. Now it's sorting it all out. And then the same person said, we haven't seen the last of COVID by a very, very long way. And so like, yeah. So it's like, it is good. It is good news about the vaccine. But at the same time, it's not as good news as they said it was. Crazy. Drives you mad. Back and forth. Right. Okay. Card for you, my friend. Jeremiah Roberts. This is the ever unfolding rose. So it invites you to look at your world as like many, many layers, like in a rose petal. And it says, cracked open, it's happening for you, not to you. So I'm not surprised you've got questions. Something's breaking open. If that was a tarot card, we'd probably have got the Tower of Destruction, and no one dies in the Tower of Destruction. It all works out in the Tower of Destruction. I mean, it all works out for the best. It really does. But it's changes that you can't prevent. And the more you try to hang on to life being the way it's always been, the harder it's going to be. Might as well accept fate and just move forward. Go with the flow of what's going on, all right? But yeah, it's happening for you, not to you, it says. Can I make this one focus as well? I hope so. There it is. And this ever unfolding rose is like in the nave, the transept even of a church. And that window at the end is facing east. All right, so what's happening for you really is getting you in line with whatever mission you were sent to this world to carry out. It's getting you in line with that, getting you lined up. And, old school church designs always had the windows facing east. And that's why I say that, a bit like our Islamic friends would want to face Mecca, And so what's happening what's going on in your world is pretty crazy stuff, but it's going to it's like shakes the tree, it gets all the loose apples off and makes the tree stronger. That's what it's about, Jeremiah. Thank you for your question, friend. Great to have you with us. Stick around. The show is very far from over. Okay. Hello, I Am Energy. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm able to stay, but wanted to send you love and light. Well, love and light to you too. I Am Energy, and thank you for bringing that very positive energy and that very positive thought here. Really appreciate it. Sharon Sipe is with us as well. Hello, Sharon. Really good to have you with us. Yeah, not able to stay. I kind of thought that's what you meant, I am. It's when you type stuff in, the internet guesses what you're trying to type, doesn't it? I saw quite a disturbing thing the other day, and I'll share this with you because I'm absolutely sure that Alexa or whoever makes Alexa work will put it right. Someone typed into Alexa, I need urgent medical attention. And the person didn't. It was an experiment. The guy was fine. But Alexa, I need urgent medical attention. And Alexa said, I have added urgent medical attention to your shopping list. That's the internet for you. It's all getting fixed a bit at a time, but it's just absolutely nuts and absolutely crazy. Let us go to, at this point, D. Brown, do you see biological children for my son or daughter? Right. Yeah, I haven't picked up a card or a pendulum yet, and I will, right? But straight away I feel yes. I feel yes. I feel it's a long road, right? Son or daughter, which one now? Son, right. Yeah, biological children for your son. I'm really positive about that. I've got a very strong voice in my head about that. But let's do a pendulum, right? Let's do a pendulum for both, get some confirmation. Spirit of the pendulum, do you see biological children for D. Brown's son first? Big yes. Powerful yes. That's good. Spirit of the pendulum, thank you for that. Do you see biological children for D. Brown's daughter? It's just standing still. That isn't a no, all right? What's that all about then? Right, not impossible, but it won't be easy for your daughter. It'll be, and I don't mean a difficult birth. It'll be difficult getting pregnant. It's gonna, you know, she's going to have to try things. Maybe in vitro what is it? In vitro, you know, where they do it in a test tube, basically. And it's going to take a few attempts as well. But your daughter's really going to want to do it when the time comes, and I think she'll put the effort in. So that's not a no. The pendulum did not move, just no energy behind it, you know. All right, so it's not exactly up in the air. It's a long stretch of the imagination for your daughter, but it is possible. All right, she's going to need some medical help, but it is possible. Thank you for your question, Dee. And thanks for being with us. Okay. Now then. Hello, Erin. Erin is with us. Hello, everyone I haven't said hello to, including Ellen Quinlan, actually. I just get really focused on the reading I'm doing. Okay. Hello. Andy, did I learn what I was supposed to do in California? Did I learn what I was supposed to in California? I worked hard and came back feeling bitter or better. Not sure which one of those it is. Hello, Libra lady, by the way. Nice to have you here. So I will come to you very shortly. Hello, Ms. Allison, as well. Rich rising to you too. May the road rise with you, Ms. Allison. Right. Did I learn what I was supposed to in California? Only some of it, my friend. Only some of it, right? You did, but it wouldn't have been possible to learn all of it. That's a fact. There are realizations that go with it, and it's a bit like when you do Reiki 1. It needs to be a little while before you do Reiki 2, because you need to live with the energy and get used to it. Whatever it was, it's something like that, where you kind of learn something and it takes a while to get used to what you now know, and you have to get used to what you now know before the next lot can come in, right? So you are supposed to learn more, but California was a success. I feel sure about that. Let's bring the pendulum in. Get the spirit of the pendulum to confirm this. Okay. Did Erin learn what she was supposed to in California? Yes, you did. It's gone straight into a circle. It's gone straight into a circle. So yes, you did. But there's more to come, all right? The journey is not over yet. The learning is not over yet either. Thanks for your question, Erin. We all wish you well with that. We really do. And guys, here's a point I like to make every now and again. And I'm coming to you next, Libra lady. Thanks for your question. Yeah, right. There are people selling Reiki courses where it's distance attunements, and like they'll take you from 0 to Reiki master in 3 days for many hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not totally against distance attunements. I don't really believe in them myself. I've had physical attunements myself where I've been physically present, and you really feel some energy. It's electric. It really, you know, it's not even all that subtle. You know, you've been hit by something when you get a Reiki attunement. Many Reiki masters say it isn't possible to do it at a distance. Yeah. And I'm inclined to believe them. I am, right? But you can have your own thoughts about that for sure. But what I'm absolutely sure of and convinced about, right, is that you need to have some time. You do Reiki 1, you take some time before you do Reiki 2, because you live with that Reiki energy at that level. You're doing healings on friends, family, loved ones, no problem. You get loads of experience, you know, that way. And then after quite a while, I would say give it at least 6 months, guys, then Reiki 2, okay? And then if you're going to be a master, live with Reiki 2 for some time before you do that. Really, really important. Okay, and that just kind of popped out of Erin's question as I was working over it in my mind there. Basically, right, I mean, Reiki is something that was given to us in its present form by Dr. Usui, a Japanese doctor. You had to work in Dr. Usui's clinic for 6 months free of charge just to get Reiki 1, right? You know, even with like dying people, really heavy workload just to get Reiki 1, because you had to be that close to the healing and use it that much. The idea that you can click on a website, pay the money, and you've got an attunement just doesn't work for me, guys. Really doesn't. So, Libra lady, thanks for being with us and thanks for putting up with me talking about other stuff. I am a widow. I was married 26 years to the love of my life, who I felt I knew in a past life. I have not dated since my husband passed. Any message for me? Thank you. You know what, Libra lady? Yeah, there is. I was out in my garden hours ago, right? It's nearly 10 p.m. in UK. I was out in my garden, must have been 6 hours ago, maybe 7 hours ago. And I was just thinking about that very question. I just didn't know who was going to ask it. Right. Basically, don't be dating unless you want to. If you do want to, then you have a choice. You can let it go as far or as shallow, as deep or as shallow as you want it to. When people pass away and go to the other side, and I'm sorry to hear your husband passed. I really feel for you. That's a terrible thing to go through, especially, you know, the love of your life as well. When people pass to the other side, they become non-physical. And the way we organize relationships in our worldly sense, that it needs to be exclusive. And some people need it not to be exclusive and let it all hang out and stuff. I'm not one of those, I've got to say. I don't think many of us are really. But when you get to the other side, right, you can spend like, the legend is you can spend 10,000 years with the love of your life when your time comes and you get over there. That's just a way of saying forever, really. You know, you can sit and talk with your loved one forever on the other side. And even if, you know, another lover comes into your life and it's deep, it's big love between you, then, you know, the soul isn't limited like that. And it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Your husband will be happy if you're happy. Right, that's really the answer. And it's not an exact answer to the question, but that's what I'm picking up as I tune in. Your husband will be happy if you're happy, because he was the love of your life and you were the love of his life as well, I'm being told. I think it took him a bit longer for him to admit that to himself, actually. But, you know, yeah, you were definitely the love of his life. No question about that. And he wants you to be happy. All right. So you do what makes you happy. But if another man comes along and it's looking good, don't be rushed into it. Okay. Just don't be rushed into it, whatever happens. I'm just going to pull a tarot card for you as well, Libra lady. Right. Let's see what we get. Yeah, number 6, the Lovers. Right. Will that focus? It's not focusing very well. But that is the Lovers card from Tarot in Wonderland, Libra lady. All right. It's number 6 in the Major Arcana. And it is very, very positive. Okay. So go for it, my friend. All right. But make sure you go for it on your terms. It's got to be on your terms. Right. The only thing you're The love of your life, your husband in spirit, will not lie, because if it's not on your terms, make sure it's on your terms. Accept no imitations. All right. Good luck with that, and love and light to you. And thanks for joining us, Libra lady. It's really nice to have you with us. It really is. Okay, let's do some scrolleroni. It's a new word I just invented. Right. Oh, Cat May. Hi, Cat. And hi, Gail K as well. Nice to have you guys along. Just stopped in to give me a thumbs up. Wonderful. Won't be staying long. Guys, do hit the thumbs up button, please. Makes a big difference, and I really appreciate it. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do, because that helps no end. It really does. Subscribers have been going up the last couple of weeks. I'm delighted to see it. I was stuck on 2,040 for ages, and I was stuck on 2,050 for ages. And I got to 2060 and it all started coming down again. YouTube unsubscribe people, they just love to do that. And like now it's sort of 2,120 something just in a week. Wonderful. And that's partly down to Celtic Tarot Sheila giving me a shout out, and also Heart and Soul Connected, who was kind enough, Ali was kind enough to have me on her show. And we had an interview and a chat. So a big welcome to anyone who's subscribed recently. And if you haven't subscribed lately, get subscribing. The button's down. It's down there, I think. I think that's where the button is. But you know what it is. It's the subscribe button. And if you never want to miss my videos, or at least never want to miss the chance to watch my videos, ring that bell. Remember to ring that bell. So you hit subscribe and a bell appears. Click the bell, and at the top it says all notifications. That's the one to click, and you shouldn't miss a trick then. That's always the hope. That's always how it should work. Right. And Linda is saying, oh, hi, Wrestling Reads, by the way. Great, more people coming on than I can keep track of. So thank God for my wonderful moderators. But hi, all of you guys, and thanks all of you for coming in. 49 years ago, says Linda Bishop, I died, and when I came back, I can heal, especially with my left hand. Been told heat comes off them. Wow, yeah, pretty sure sign that. I've been told that about my hands when I heal too. And it's a sure sign that it's working, you know. And Linda, I think if you go back to your childhood, you might have found your hands got explicably hot at times. Something else we experience sometimes. Sometimes can't stop hiccuping. Okay, let's go to Cat May at this point. Any word from Spirit for me? Okay, right. First thing in my head before I even turn a card or pick up a pendulum or anything. So you typed any word from Spirit for me, and yeah, ask for more for me, Cat. Not Andy, me, Cat. Ask for more for yourself, all right? You're really allowed to ask for things for yourself. You put out a lot of love, you've done a lot of healing, right? And you've helped a lot of people, right? If you need help, ask for help, you know, ask and you'll get it, basically. Going with the daily guidance from your angels cards again. Creative project. Your soul longs to express itself in creative ways. We're guiding you to infuse artistry and creativity into your life. Creative expression makes you feel alive and excited and reignites passion toward your life. And there's the picture. See, she's playing a harp and she's got angels all around. She can't see one of the angels, right? You've got more angelic help than you realize, Cat. All right, so ask for something for yourself. Make that creative project that you want to do. Make that happen, and make it happen for you. All right, if people want to help, great, but make it about you. You need to kind of, it's not selfish. Just got to fill up, you know, recharge those batteries, Cat, by doing something that gets you going, that makes you happy. Okie dokie. Right. Beautiful, says Cat. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. Okay. Ariel is back at the end of the show. Well, we're not quite at the end yet. We are getting there, I must admit. Question from D Noble, which I may not have done yet. Hi, Chris Martin. Thanks for coming in. Right. D Noble. Hi, what do you see for my job financial situation in near future? Right. Let's have a look. You know what? I always let my guides tell me which deck to use, and this time it's Moonology, which I don't usually use except at the beginning and end of the show, but this is where they're taking me at this point, and they're telling me, just cut the deck, and here it is. Right, expect powerful change. Right, and the card is New Moon Eclipse. We're not on a new moon at the moment. She's really kind of gathering pace, coming up to full moon, I believe, next week. We're going to have a full moon. So the power of the moon is building up at the moment, right? So expect powerful change. So things are going to change in your job and your financial situation. But in a positive way, because it's powerful change, right? It's going to make a difference to your life. Absolutely nothing to worry about, but definitely big changes there. And I'm also being told that you are a bit kind of worried and concerned about that at the moment. So I'm turning over the very next card in the deck, and it is nothing will come of this situation. Oh, do try and focus, camera. Come on. Let me hide behind it. Maybe that'll work. Nothing will come of this situation. Just about visible on camera there. All right. And so, you know, powerful change in a good way. The stuff you're worried about, nothing will come of it, D. Right. That's the truth. I don't feel there's any big changes ahead of like Thanksgiving and Christmas and the festive season. All right. But we are getting quite close to that now. We're well and truly into the fall. I was sweeping up leaves this afternoon. All right. So in the immediate future, not really. But in the near future, yes. Matter of weeks, you'll become aware of this. But it ends well for you. Okay, D? So like put those positive vibes out there and believe it. Okay. Erin says, congratulations, Andy. Thank you. Those new subs made a very good choice. Well, I like to think so. I like to think so. Yeah. Great stuff. D Noble says, thank you. You're very welcome, D. I wish you well with that. I wish people didn't have to go through these worrying times, but it's a bit like how a caterpillar has to turn into a chrysalis and come out as a butterfly. It kind of goes through a lot of really hard work, and it's just the way nature is. But you're going to come out on top. You know, you really are. Okay. Right. Sam says, Linda Bishop, you sound very talented. Yes, she is. Use your gifts. Yes, do. Do. Okay. Chris says, thank God your help the other day eased my mind. Wonderful. Glad to hear it. And I'm really glad you've come over and joined us, actually, Chris. It's nice to have you along. You've been here a few times now, and it's always great to have you with us. That goes for everyone. I'm just saying it to Chris because I haven't said it before. Right. Some hearts from Raslin. From Raslin Reads. Great stuff. See, Twig Brother isn't the only strange name out there. Hi, Movi the Dragonfly. Nice to have you along as well. Just check it out in case I've missed anyone here. Right. Glitter Bee. Have I done this one? Probably not. Let's do Glitter Bee. I don't think I've already done it. If I have, it'll be the same answer again. So that's cool. I don't use this deck very often, but I've been guided to it several times tonight. So, Doreen Virtue's daily guidance from your angels, Glitter Bee. Let's give it a shuffle. Let's give it a good shuffle. Just pray I don't spray the cards all over the floor, which is what I usually do. And we'll cut it. Okay, giving and receiving. That's what we've got for you here. Okay. There's the picture. Very happy angel with a parrot and a kangaroo. So there's some rest and relaxation, a bit of R&R being involved here. It says the entire universe operates in cycles. similar to your inhalations and exhalations. When you only exhale, give, or only inhale, receive, you become out of rhythm with the universe. For optimal health, energy, and replenishment, balance each inhalation in your life with an exhalation. Right now, how does that relate to health? Just basically, you need to be a bit more at peace than you are. Okay, and if you're giving out more than you're getting back, that's not so good on a health basis. And quite honestly, if you're getting more than you're giving out, that's not so good either. So try and bring things into balance as much as you can. And I would say take some time for a bit of R&R. That's really showing up here. Look at how this scene, how happy this scene is. You've got the earthy, grounded kangaroo with its great big feet. The angel, who can, you know, fly to the way beyond the bounds of the universe, and the parakeet, who can fly in the sky. You know, try and strike a balance between them, because the angel is in between those energies, see, and that is where the angelic healing and help lies. I feel things are going to be better than anyone would say they are, right, Glitter? For you, it's going to be important to remember that medical people, they can't look too much on the bright side, because if they get your hopes up and then things don't go the way they hope they will, then they can get sued and stuff. But we're dealing with spiritual guidance here, and you do have spirit guides and angels looking out for you very much, okay? So if it starts to sound like bad news from the medics, just don't worry about it, really. They just don't say how good it's going to be until they're like 1,000,000% sure. And I'm 1,000,000% sure it's going to be okay for you, my friend. So thanks so much for that question. Right, guys. Now then, Adrienne's pointing out that Ellen hasn't had her question done yet. So yeah, can you repost that question, please, Ellen? I'll be happy to do it for you. Yeah. You got a question, Ellen? Let's go to Barbara. I'll come to you next, Ellen, okay? Were my ancestors really part of the round table? Peabody. Okay. Going to ask the pendulum for that. We'll get a circle for yes and a back and forth if it's a no. I'm hearing music which suggests they were really quite powerful in those times. Okay, right, it's given us a conclusive yes there. It did a quick back and forth for no first, so it's not that simple somehow, but the answer's yes. Right, and I heard some music in my head that tells me it's a yes as well. Yeah. Right. Okie dokie. Yeah, and I realise you mean spirit. I see you put spirit down there as well. Yeah. And Cat Mama, I will not leave you out, Kaya. Okay, but right now, Ellen, oh, excuse me, I've got the hiccups, something bad tonight. I usually have the hiccups badly. That's me. Loving that Berkey filtered water. Get a Berkey, guys, if you're concerned about water quality. Get some fluoride filters in it as well. That's my advice, because fluoride does calcify that old pineal gland. This is part of the message from Spirit from you, Ellen, because it started pouring in as soon as I looked at your message on the screen there. Yeah, try and get into a healthier situation, like environmentally healthier, you know. I could say try and eat healthy, but I feel like you do eat quite healthy. I don't feel that's a big issue, but certainly try and get purer water, and do try and avoid fluoride, okay? They try and tell you that all your teeth will drop out if you stop using fluoride. Take it from me, they don't, friends. And about a year ago, I did have terrible toothache, and I was on here asking people to send healing, and people sent healing, and it got better for sure. But apart from that issue, I haven't had any teeth problems for a long time, and I use fluoride-free toothpaste. Anyway, so to a card. Mercury for you, Ellen Quinlan. Open communication. It says, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. Right? And in your case, I'm going to say, try and communicate with your angels, try and communicate with your spirit guides, ask them for what you want. Don't feel guilty about asking them for what you want, okay? Because they will look after you. They want to look after you, all right? And get a weight off your chest, it also says. If you need to kind of at someone, go ahead and do it. You've got every right to. No good carrying no good carrying stuff around with you that's no good. You know what I mean? So, yeah, get it off your chest. But do ask for what you want as well. Really important. Barbara Alden says, awesome and thanks. I am a Twig sister. Yes, you are. You don't just feel you are, my friend. You really are. And it's great to have you along. Now then, where was I going to go? Right, any messages for me today? I'm sure there will be. I'm sure there will be. Were you here at the beginning, by the way, Cat Mama? Because if you were, or if you weren't, you'll have missed my tale of Marcy. I couldn't find her anywhere last night. Was a bit concerned, actually. And this morning I went out to feed the chickens, and she was in the chicken run. And she'd sneaked in there and hidden from me when I was shutting the chicken run up. But she didn't eat the chickens. So, coolio. For you, Cat Mama, Serapis Bay, Ascension. And it says, move into your true self, rise above the darkness, the light is here. Now, this is a reminder, really, and it's like an acknowledgement that that's what you've been doing as well. That's what I'm being told. It's not like I've really got to tell you to rise above the darkness. You're doing it all the time, you know, but keep on going, keep on doing it. Because it is all about ascension. You know, it was fashionable to talk about ascension in spiritual circles. Maybe 10 years ago, maybe more than that now. I don't know. It was a long time ago, though. And people just kind of seem to have stopped talking about it, which is most unfortunate because it is the real deal, you know. So keep on ascending, Kaya. That's what you got to do. That's what it's all about. She was, yeah. Yeah, she was. But she was kind of very naughty as well. And she was really fed up that she'd been stuck in there. She was like meowing at me as if it was my fault. Right, here we go. Baking soda is a very good choice for brushing. Yeah, it really is. I feel sure it is. Okay. Red Heart Cat. Let's go. Okay. Can I have a card, please? Sure you can. Starting a new thing tomorrow and a bit nervous. Right, let's see where we go. Okay. Going back to Doreen. Doreen Virtue is getting a lot of business off me and my guides just lately. Shame she's given it all up and denounced it all. Because the knowledge she brought into this world is still very much hard at work. It really is. Okay, Red Hat Cat, what have we? Be honest with yourself. Right, there's the picture. I'm going to read the words out because the camera won't focus on terribly well. Be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of this situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. So the angels are on the case, Red Hat Cat. Starting the new thing. This new thing is kind of divinely meant to happen. I feel there are some concerns about it, though. All right, but the situation is going to be a happier situation than you're imagining it's going to be at the moment, yeah? For example, when a lot of us start the new thing, we go there and we experience day one and, you know, we've been to the place, we've met the people, we've seen what's going on, we know what it's like, we even know what it smells like. 2 weeks later, when we've been doing it regularly, it seems kind of much different to what we thought it was going to be like. It's going to be better than you think, right? It really is, okay? And be honest with yourself. And it's not that you're lying to yourself at all, but you've got your head full of thoughts that aren't going to help with this. Be really honest, okay? You know you've been guided to this for a reason. You know it's going to be better than you imagine. And if it's a real worry, do what I always do when I'm really worried about something coming up. I get out of bed that day, I look at my bed and think, well, they can't kill me. I'll be getting back into that bed later on. That's how it'll go. They're not going to kill you. And it's going to be pretty good, I reckon, as well. Okay. Right. Saturday, is spirit still in my house and I'm safe? Yes and yes. That's what's come in there. Yes and yes. Quantum spirit question above. Let me see. Here we go. Hi, Quantum Spirit. Daughter is early days expecting her first child. There's several potential health welfare glitches. Any messages about the outcome for her and the baby? Right. Right, it feels positive. Don't worry about me pulling faces. I'm just trying to tune in. As the show gets later, I get worse at connecting to my guides. That's all it is. Right. Okay. Right, there's some worries in your family, generally speaking, Quantum Spirit, right? Got to rise above those worries, right? Things haven't gone brilliantly in the family at certain times with people's first child in particular. Don't worry about that, okay? The health and welfare glitches, as you say, are potential. Doesn't mean they're going to happen, you know? Now, yeah, I feel it's going to be a pretty good outcome. I'm going to ask the pendulum about this as well. What says the pendulum? Is this going to be a good outcome, please? Yeah, straight into a circle. Straight into a circle. And it's a big circle as well. Right, the only thing anyone has to fear there is fear itself, Quantum Spirit. And I'm quoting an American president, aren't I? Is that Franklin D. Roosevelt? I don't know. But the only thing you have to fear is fear itself, honestly. All right? The more calm you can be, the more reassuring you can be, and the more reassured she feels and can be kept calm, the better things are going to go. But it's not going to end badly. Got a lovely big yes off the pendulum there, right? So it's positive, okay? It's positive. Best of luck with that. I'm sure we're all kind of sending our thoughts out to you and your daughter there, Quantum Spirit. And thanks very much for being with us. Right. Okay, guys. Weather is very nice here in Texas now. It's been lovely in West Wales. Actually, it was boiling yesterday. And today I was out on the coast with Sammy, and it was just great. It really was. Yeah. It was great. Okay, here's a point. Next Wednesday is the autumn equinox. Looking forward to the official change of season. Me too, and it's underway already. I've been sweeping leaves up today, and I like the seasons changing. Keeps us on our toes and keeps things moving, does it not? Hello, Linda Barurian. Glad you're here. To Linda B's. We are rich in Linda B's. This is good. This is good, good, good. Right. Red Hat Cat says, thank you so much. I am just insecure. So this is what I need to hear. Great. Lovely. I will do that with the bed. Guys, I can't emphasize enough the power of positive thinking, you know. I very rarely give bad news out on this channel. If it's bad news, I'll tell you, you know, I don't try and hide it from you because forewarned is forearmed. But it's very, very often the case that people are more worried about the thing than they need to be. So keep your thoughts pointing up, all right? The answers are up there in the positive direction, not down there. The only answers down there are ground yourself so you can rise higher, so you can go further, so things can be happier, because you're meant to be happy, you know, and things are meant to work out well. But it's all in the visualization. It's all in believing that things can and will be good. Okay. Quantum Spirit, big truth. I don't do fear any longer. Absolutely great. Absolutely great, Quantum Spirit. That's my affirmation too. I must admit, I do occasionally do fear. It's a fact. Rosalind reads, what are my gifts? Being a reader. That's the main one, right? Keep working on that. You're going to go a lot further as a reader. You are definitely going a lot further as a reader. Yeah, but keep doing it. You've also got a good presence with people. I guess with a name like that, you've got a YouTube channel doing readings, which is great. But if you haven't, and that's just an affirmation, get that channel started and get doing it, okay? Because, yeah, your gifts really are as a reader. Got a card here for you. Right. Okay, yeah, number 20, Judgment. All right, the two X's in 20 are indicating balance. And there's a lot of balance in this card. That's really what Judgment was about in the Middle Ages when the tarot was invented, as you probably know, actually. And the reason we call it Judgment like that today is whenever you see a courthouse, you see the statue of Libra with the scales there. Or is it? Can't remember what she's called, but it's the Libran statue with the scales of justice. And because like judgment that judges do is meant to bring things into balance, you know. So it is all about balance, keeping balance, and things are coming into balance for you. And you've got a knack for balancing things as well. And that, I guess, is where a lot of your readings are moving towards, because, you know, balance really is where it's at. And balance really is what it's all about. Okay. Card for me and David, please. Adrienne, I've done Ariel's question, I think. I'll have a look at it, but I think I did that a minute ago. Right. Card for me and David, please. That's Elizabeth. Right. Oh, 6 of Pentacles. How positive is that? Slanted clouds, so everything isn't quite as it seems, but there is abundance. There is loads and loads of abundance there, more than enough, and it's the 6 of Pentacles, so there's a journey on, so there's more to come, more good stuff to come, but there's some concerns going on. They're not going to turn into anything dreadful, Elizabeth, really. Okie dokie dokie. Hello, Holly Deshane. Glad you're with us. Nice to see you. Right. Who was I going to go to? Linda. Linda. I was going to go to Linda, and I haven't yet, I don't think. Where is Linda? Yeah, okay. All right, found you. Found you, Linda. Right. Welcome to the people of the Twig. Any messages for me? Right, let's see where we get with that. You're going to get what's rightfully yours, Linda. It's taken quite a long time. It's going to take a little bit longer yet, but don't worry about it, right? Angels are working on this for you. You've been sending your thoughts out to the angels, I believe, and the angels are on the case making this happen for you. You also have a number of people in spirit who are rooting for you. Something about matters of love as well. What are we going with there? Feels to me like something in your love life is kind of all at sea. You know, maybe even been some unhappiness there, but it's passing, okay? You're going to keep your balance and things are going to be good for you, Linda. Yeah. Okay. Right, but hey, best of luck with everything. Right, easy. Rosalind Reeds says, thank you, Rosalind Reeds. Glad you're here. Vivian says, welcome all new subscribers. Yeah, big fat welcome from me as well. Great to have you on board. And we have had quite a lot of new subscribers just in the last few days. I am on the verge of bringing super chats back, guys. I think I've worked out what's happening. I think we'll do that again before too long. So that is going to be fun. But yeah, welcome all those new subscribers. It's really nice to have you guys along. It really is. Okay. Now then. Just checking. I think I did Ariel's question. I'm just looking for it now in case I didn't. Oh, I didn't do it, did I? Right, okay. It's because there was that D there. I thought you were asking someone else. Okay, right, let's do that. Is my angel stepmom hanging around? Let's find out with the help of an angel card. And they're over here for some reason. So many decks here. I'm always moving decks around. Let's pull an Ask an Angel card about this. Right, and I think this is going to give us a good indication. I feel she is hanging around. I feel it's a yes. I just want to look at an angel card and kind of see what's coming in that direction. Right, because she was a real earth angel, and now she's a real heaven angel. And she's still being an earth angel. She's still helping not just you, other family members, I believe. She's kind of looking out for all of you, really, as much as she can, in her extended family as well. Right, okay. Let's cut the deck. And what have we got? Home. Yeah, she is. She's hanging around your home. Fact of life. She is hanging around your home. Would be nice if you spent a bit more time in nature, according to this card. The name of this angel is Muriel. If you can read that. Yeah, the camera's nearly focused there. And it says at the bottom, home. Okay. Home is where the heart is, right? So, yeah, she's around your home. She's around you too, wherever you go. They're not physically limited at all, as I think you know. But, yeah, she's around. She's around. She's sending you love all the time. And she is looking at a family situation, There's some healing needed in the family. She's going to be involved in kind of guiding everyone to come together and heal that. So that is going to be good, friends. Right. Well, on that note, guys, I think the energy seems to be dropping rather rapidly. It's as if Spirit pull the plug out after a while. And they do this to sort of protect me as much as anything. They could go on all night, but they don't want me sort of getting burned out and making mistakes. So the plug seems to have been pulled. Hi, Mary Hernandez Walker, by the way. I didn't see you pop in there. It's great to have you with us. It's been great for all of you. It's been great to have all of you with us. Ariel is in tears. Oh, yeah. Well, my darling, this is, this is it. It's so emotional when we link to the other side. But, yeah. She'll sort of, she'd like you to wipe those tears away. She'd like to do it for you if she could. She's never far, right? She is never far. Spirit people never are far. Okay. So as Adrian says, thank you, everyone, for sharing your time with Twig Brother and the Twiglets. Oh, Isadora. Okay, I'll take a look, Isadora. Can you repost it, though? I might be scrolling all night to try and find it. I'll have a look now. But do repost that question, please, if you can. And that really is the last one I'm going to do on this occasion, okay? Scrolling and looking. Where can it be? Where can it be? Well, it must have been a while ago, Isadora. I cannot see it. Oh, thanks, Libra lady. Isadora, I cannot see your question anywhere, my friend. I'm sorry I missed it, but that's just how it goes, I sort of go where I'm drawn and keep going that way. Still looking for it. I'm not giving up yet. Way back in the chat here, going back ages. Right, basically, I've come to the top of the chat that's available to look at the moment, Isadora. Oh, you've posted it again. Good one. Thanks. Sorry I didn't get that when it first came in. My daughter keeps having encounter with deer. Is that her animal spirit? It's a spirit animal that is very close to her, and in that sense it is her animal spirit, but she does have other animal connections, spiritually speaking. What I've got is it's not her totem animal, okay? She has yet to discover that, but the deer is very much spiritually there for her. Something's improving for her as well, and the more she sees deer, the more of a good sign it is, Isadora. I hope that helps. Like I say, sorry I didn't get there earlier. Hello, Stacey J UK. Nice to see you. Are you the tarot reading lady that popped up the other day when we were on Heart and Soul Connected? If so, do drop me an email. It'd be lovely to do a collaboration if you'd like to. That would be fun. And my Gmail address is on the screen now, and it's down there in the description as well. So that would be so cool. But yeah, guys, thank you so much, as everyone's saying. Really appreciate everything the mods have done. Really appreciate everyone who's brought their energy here on this occasion. I will be back on Friday. Hope we'll all be back on Friday. That's going to be 11 p.m. UK time. Yes, it is 11 p.m. UK time, 5 p.m. Central USA. Okay, so get tuned in and we'll do it. I think Marcy's come to say goodbye. Come on, baby. Come and say goodbye, Marcy the cat. Holly, it's true that your spirit animal chooses you. Yes, in lots of ways. But all this is ironed out in the soul contract before you come to this world. But so you kind of choose each other, really. But yeah, it's true. Okay. So yeah, be here again on Friday. Check out Inquisitive Tarot, Sheila's channel, at 9 p.m. UK, 3 p.m. Central tomorrow. We will be on there doing a collab, and it's going to be such fun. So do check it out. Meanwhile, I'll see you again in a future video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and see you very soon indeed, friends. Thanks again. It's been a fun one. Love and light to you all, guys, and blessings and peace. Bye-bye for now.